Philosophers before.
Hello. Kyle here from Untitled Chapter Games. Welcome to the Halloween edition of Philosophers Corner. Tonight, we're going to discuss something very spooky indeed. Philosophical thought experiments. How is it that you know you're not a brain in a vat being used as a battery by the machines of the Matrix? Can you really know? You can't. And René Descartes didn't think so either. Back in the Enlightenment, René Descartes thought about this and puzzled over what is it we can actually know, and came to the conclusion: cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am, as the foundation, the bedrock of what we can know in this world. Not much, eh? Well, there have been many thought experiments in philosophy, and some of them are kind of spooky. So let's kick it off, huh? The first story is known as Achilles and the Tortoise. It comes to us from 2,500 years ago via the philosopher Zeno. Imagine, if you will, the great and powerful Achilles was asked to race against a tortoise. The tortoise would be given a small head start, and the first to cross the finish line wins. However, in order to catch the tortoise, Achilles must first run to where the tortoise started the race. Then the tortoise will have proceeded a few steps further, and Achilles must run there. And then the tortoise will have proceeded a few steps further, and Achilles must run there, all the way into infinity, and Achilles will never catch the tortoise. Our next thought experiment is known as Galileo's balls. Imagine that you were dropping two objects from a high tower. One was heavier than the other. The heavier object is going to hit the ground first and fall faster, right? Right. Well, imagine that you tied those two objects together. The lighter object should theoretically have some pull on the heavier object since it's falling slower, and slow the heavier object down just a little bit, right? But if the two objects are tied together, wouldn't they just be one heavier object and fall even faster? You figure it out. Our next thought experiment is known as Berdian's ass. These have great names, don't they? Let's take an ass, a donkey, that is, and put it right in between two equal piles of food. Now, these pieces of food have nothing different from each other. They are the exact same. How would that ass choose which pile of food to go eat from? They're exactly the same. There's nothing, no determining factor. They're the exact same piles of food, equally spaced from the ass. The longer the ass pondered which pile to go after, the more important the decision would get. As the ass got hungrier, would it sit there and starve to death without any determining information to make a choice? Let's go to the next story, known as Mary's room. Mary, as you may or may not know, is a world-class scientist in the field of color. She knows everything there is to know about color, the chemical, the physical, the neurological, everything. She spent her whole career studying color, only lacking one thing. The lab she studied in is all black and white. She's not seen color. When she goes outside and actually experiences color, did she learn anything new? No, because she knew it all before. So how has her knowledge gained by experiencing color? Our last thought experiment for the night is known as Laplace's demon. Gotta save the demon for the last on Halloween. Imagine a demon who knows the motion and position of every single particle in the universe. This demon is also an expert in physics and has a mind quick and sharp enough to do all the calculations required for any physical equation in an instant. Could this intellect, this demon with its massive intellect, see the future of everything? Is there such a thing as free will? If someone was able to gather all the information in the whole universe and calculate exactly what would happen next based on the movement of particles? Huh. Could Jesus cook a burrito so hot that it burnt him? I leave you on the eve of Halloween with these thoughts to ponder. It's a scary world out there. Good night.